How's it going, guys? I'm NY Shadow and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm gonna be doing my first gameplay video, which I'm very excited about. Um, been been really excited about this. Been waiting to get all my equipment, and I finally gotten it. And so today, as you can see, I'm gonna play NBA 2K13. It's one of my favorite games, and I used to be number 3 in some of the older basketball games, so I thought that I should definitely start with this one today. So, we're going to jump right into this in a second here. As you can see, the record is 0-0 on there. I made a whole new profile so that you guys could see it all the way from the beginning here. And jumping right in. And I'm using a new gamer tag. My new gamer tag's NYS Shadow, just like my channel's name. And this guy here, he was a Knicks fan, so he went for the Knicks right away. And I wanted to keep mine simple, so I went with the Heat. There's so many people out there that use the Heat. If you look it up on the website, the highest win percentage that anybody has on this game is with the Heat. So I figured I would just keep it simple because I know a lot of people use them. So we're just going through here. I don't change much of my lineup when I use the Heat. And the other guy, as you can see, switched up his lineup. I can't understand the lineup that he used personally, but I know a lot of the times a lot of people try to put all the three-pointers and three-point shooters right in the front of their lineup if they're using like the Knicks or the Thunder or someone like that. So that's what they did. I'm not a big fan of it because when you do that, once you have your starters going to the bench, you have no one coming off the bench, and you're kind of just coasting at that point because there's no one out there that you're going to be able to shoot with as consistently as the guys you had on your starting roster that are now sitting on the bench. And there's a miss for me right there, right off the bat. You can tell this is going to be a great game. And that right there, the miss that that guy had was kind of what went on for the entirety of this match. So this probably wasn't the best video to start out with, being a tutorial, but it's what I had at the moment. And after that Dwayne Wade dunk, you saw those changes in the options I made. I like to switch my defense right off the bat to a 3-2 defense because you get a lot of help defense out of it. And if you press left directional, you get an extra set of defense settings. And I play tight on shooter, I believe is what it says. I'd have to actually read it. I'm so used to pressing it that I don't even know what it says anymore. But yeah, you get a lot of help defense out of it, and you can tell over on the side I play as the small forward a lot. I usually play one side of the ball because I just find it a lot easier to do. If I need to defend somebody pretty close, I'm able to do it pretty easily. And then if I want to play off the ball and make sure that I'm getting that guy that's running around all the screens to get open, that I'm able to cover him too. And just to make sure that they're not being left as open for threes as they would normally be if you're playing man-to-man. A little alley-oop there. You gotta throw those in there occasionally to keep it interesting. And something you'll see a lot in this is a lot of the passes that I make where my guy's going up the sideline go straight out of bounds. That's one of the bugs in this game. You can have a guy running down the court along the sideline, be completely open, not a defender in sight, and the ball just goes sailing out of bounds a lot. It's a lot of the times it can get annoying if you let it get to you enough. But it just seems like it was never addressed because it happens so often. And on that shot, I have no idea why I went for the layup there. It should have been going for a dunk. And as you can see, the guy I was playing against just kept taking threes. Now, I don't want to say the guy was bad, but he definitely wasn't taking a lot of smart shots. Because the guy had a record of like 184 for wins and like 58 losses. But he could just not hit a shot at all, and he was taking really bad shots. All of them were threes. Half the time they were contested by 2 or 3 guys. And another thing you'll see here, you just saw there, is a lot of steals. I get a lot of steals when I play. I know there's an auto assist for the defense and everything that makes you steal a lot of the times, but I actually do it manually. I'm usually able to pick up on patterns that other players use pretty easily. So I'm always in the lane in the right spot to try to get a steal. And right here, the game was losing connection. I thought it was going to lose connection, but it ended up coming back on with about a second left. So me going to the menu there, that was checking to see if it was on my side, to see if I was running slow. But it wasn't me. I'm guessing it was just the guy I was playing with. His internet going in and out. And he got me there. He posterized me good on that one. That's one of the problems with the defense that I use sometimes, is when the defense is either still setting up or the other team's on a fast break, the defense doesn't set up fast enough to be able to guard the inside there. I mean, as long as you pay attention to what you're doing, they won't get to the basket all that easy that often. Like, I think that's the only time that actually happens, where he drives straight to the basket and was able to get in there for an easy layup or dunk. So as long as you keep a good eye on it, you'll do pretty well. You won't have to worry about it too much. And half the points the guy ends up getting is because of that right there. Offensive rebound and no one there, and then just an easy layup. But it didn't make much of a difference. He wasn't able to keep up the consistency. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of the guy or anything, because I'm not like that. I'm not one of those people. I'm just saying, for the sake of this video, it was really simple to do what I wanted to do because of the shot selection that he had. And right there, since I noticed earlier that he, off the offensive rebound, he would take shots pretty quick the second he got them. So I immediately double teamed, and I'll do that a lot too. But I double teamed him right away on J.R. Smith, and he didn't react fast enough to be able to not get that 3-second violation. And like I said, I do a lot of double teaming. I'll do it when I see a guy sitting in the corner. Oh, he got me there too. When I see a guy sitting in the corner and he's kind of by himself and there's no one around to pass to, I'll double team right away, because a lot of times people don't react fast enough to find an open guy, and instead they end up making a bad pass. And there goes the ball going out of bounds again. It happens so often. Dwayne Wade's all the way down the court, no one's there, and the ball just goes sailing over his head. And me here, I'm just blocking the guy, because I hate when people write back whenever something like that happens in a game, where they say something to you because the ball went out of bounds or you made a stupid mistake or something like that. So a lot of the times when I think people are going to do that, I just block them so I don't have to worry about it. I don't block everybody, but I do it sometimes. Just for this video, it's just for the sake to keep the integrity of the video, because I didn't want, in case the guy happened to say something derogatory or use some type of bad language, I didn't want that to get in there. Try to keep that keep the videos as family friendly as possible. So we're going along here. Looks like it's 19-13 right now in the first. I was able to keep my points up there for a while, and I believe that's the last score of the quarter right there. The quarter ends up 19-15 at the end of it. And I had a lot of shots here that didn't go down. I honestly don't know why. One of the other bugs that I want to talk about that are in this game is the shot release, because you could have perfect shot, perfect release, have an A+ on it if you got the shot feedback on. And then there's times where it won't go down at all. Because what I was reading the other day, apparently the shooting isn't based off the player's actual rating. It's based off of something else. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But that's why sometimes if you have shot feedback on, so you get an A+, that the shot happens to not fall anyways, even if you're completely open. Which for a lot of people ends up getting annoying too.
So with LeBron on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Shane Battier is out there with Chris Anderson.
Right there, I left him open for an easy 3. I drifted too far over to the side, and he had a guy sitting open. I don't know why I double teamed there. I didn't really have any reason to. And from that layup that I got with it was LeBron, from that point on, it was pretty smooth running quarter for me. But I mean, as long as you pay attention to what's going on with the other person, you're usually able to do what you want pretty easily. And the connection was still a little iffy. So I'm sure that when this video is actually done, there'll be a part in the video where it looks all laggy, because that's what actually happened while I was playing. And I have no idea if the audio is going to be right on par or not. I'll check that out and do my best to fix it. I was having problems with it when I was checking it out and testing it earlier for one of the other videos I was going to do, so hopefully it'll be fixed in this video, but I have no idea. And that was a beautiful shot right there. 2 guys on him and switched the 3 from deep. As a lot of you probably know, 2K14 is coming out soon. I'll definitely be getting it, because 2K13 is probably one of my... No, it's definitely my favorite sports title that's been out so far. I got a lot out of playing this game and really enjoyed it, so I'm definitely gonna get 2K14. And for any of you who don't know, that didn't know already, it should be out sometime soon. Next 2 months? 2 months, I believe.
LeBron's now got 4 assists now tonight.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 3-pointers. The defense.
And something you want to pay attention to is how much space you have in between you and the defender, and match that up with how much space you actually need to make a shot. Like at the very beginning of the game, I was being double covered with Mario Chalmers, but I knew that I had enough room to be able to take the jump shot and be able to hit it easy. I mean, you don't always need all the room in the world to be able to hit this shot.
Felton dishes the kid. Back to Felton. Smith outside. 5 on the clock.
And I'm able to see the floor pretty well usually on that LeBron dunk a minute ago. That's why I was able to get that so easily, because I saw him going up the middle. He started double teaming me. And LeBron going right up the middle, no one covering him. It was an easy pass and an easy score. And this is the 3rd. I don't know if I want to call it a bug or what, but there's a lot of inconsistency with the foul calling. I think twice with J.R. Smith, he gets the ball on the inside, shoots, and they call a foul right away. But a lot of the times, whoever you're using, if you're driving into the paint and you get completely bodied and knocked out of the play or anything else, a lot of the times it's not going to make the call. So it's really inconsistent in the game. I mean, you can make it realistic to an extent, but you can't make it completely realistically. But that's one of the constant problems in the game. And as you can see there, I'm a little bit of a show-off. I do a lot of alley-oops. I enjoy doing them. I'm having fun with it. I'm not trying to demoralize the guy or anything. But I do it a lot. And there's the other foul, the J.R. Smith right there. He gets the ball inside, shoots, and gets the foul immediately the second he shoots. But I mean, a lot of the shots that I took in this video were jump shots because that's how I normally shoot. And there he fouled me. Something that I like to do a lot of the times too is do a lot of passing because it throws the defense off, and the guy or girl, whoever it may be, won't be able to keep track of what's going on. So I pass around a lot without the actual intention of trying to shoot, and it ends up working out pretty well usually. And there's some of the steals like I was talking about before. And right here, yep, right here he quits. And that happens a lot. So I'm thinking about possibly turning that into a series. I don't know yet, where I'm playing and someone rage quits. If it's funny enough when it happens, I'll try to turn it into a series if I can. But I enjoy this game. I have a lot of fun playing it. Just wanted to point out some of the defenses that work out pretty well and some of the bugs that are in the game. I still love the game regardless of any flaws that it has that I talked about or anything like that. I love the game. I enjoy playing it a lot. I'm sure some of you guys do too. I should have another video out, maybe another one today or tomorrow, we'll see. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it helps out your game a little bit if you decide to take some of the advice that I put in there. And I'll see you guys later. See ya.